Shalom. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem HaKadosh, double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, who we will. Peace and blessings to the elect is pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth, doing this thing in true sincerity. Salah. And doing this thing in truth and sincerity. And I'm going to do this video here about the two actors known as Will and Jada Pickett Smith, the two Smiths, and how Will Apostle Tahar said others are going to do a reaction or do another video about this, and from the Bible standpoint, it's adultery. Through the world's lens is a whole different story, so this is all about having knowledge and using your educational tools to understand these different stories that come out, and understanding it and know where, how to get information from. So through the scriptures, I'm gonna get it. It's adultery. So if you're married through the court, to the system, through the government, you're married, you did your paperwork and everything, so you're in the bound corporation mix. That's what two people are, corporations joining each other under the United States government. That's what a marriage is. If you're doing that, it's on you. It's not highly smart or wise to do it in Israel in this day and time, but we know when you're dealing with a woman, you're basically married unto her. You lay down with her, and when what's going on here is pretty much wickedness. Proverbs 6:32. But whoso committeth adultery with the woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. So if you commit adultery, meaning if you're a man, you have a woman, and you sleep with another man's woman, you're committing the act of adultery. That's what the definition is. Biblical definition is, and for a woman to commit adultery, a woman is she is just supposed to lay down and have sex with her man that she's quote unquote married to. If she does that with any other man besides that man, she's committing adultery, and they should both be put to death according to the scriptures. But we know this is a Hollywood show. This is a Hollywood script. Will Smith being a 5-star actor, according to this world, this is all just what it is, an act. All the emotions, all the things that they're talking about is well known already. It's not a surprise. Along with Will and Jada, along with Jada, so it's not like an actual story. This is just for entertainment. It's not actually real. With this guy August Alsina, he was welcomed into that relationship because they're into the Babylonian Mystery School, where they are into all types of sexual immorality. So that's what you need to know about that. If you don't know about that, you gotta do your homework. It says a wound at verse 33, and a wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. And the day of vengeance is when the man catches the woman in the act, or understands or knows when she says, yes, I had what Jada Pickett calls an entanglement with August, meaning she this is what women do is cover up their lies, or cover up her being wrong in that situation with different words and chicanery. So But she basically saying that's when I was fucking him. But entanglement is just a pretty word to cover up. But a man will most likely be mad. A man will most likely be mad. A man would be vengeful. A man would go to as far as putting both of them to death. But in this world, we know we can't put a woman to death if she does transgress against you. But in this situation, that's what would happen. Will Smith would be mad. Most likely, divorce her, things of that nature. But Will Smith, there's no point of getting mad, looking at it and getting mad, because in reality, Will Smith already knew August was knew this guy was in the picture. And Jada, everybody was on one accord, and most likely they all did things together in the bedroom, allegedly. That's what's most likely to happen. So all the betrayal and backfire and all that. But there's another side to it, because this is fake. We know this is fake. This world is all a fake. Don't get the wool pulled over your eyes saying, "See, man, that's what you bitches ain't right." This is Hollywood. But let me get some scriptures. 1 Corinthians 6 and 8, because this is basically how the average marriage is here in America. Is anyways. This is 1 Corinthians 6. And 18. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is with the body, but he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. So, like I was going into, they're into orgies. They're into pansexuality. They're into sexual mysticism. They're into BDSM. They're into that. And what a pansexual is, you're okay with sleeping with men sleep with men, women with women, animals with animals, you and an animal. All these types of things. So, and I already put a clip on Will Smith about how he rolls. He played in 60 Degrees or 90 Degrees. I forget what it was. His first movie, I believe, where he had to play a homosexual, and he played those homosexual parts. He's well-known homosexual, so it's nothing new. Jada Smith, lesbian, well-known lesbian, nothing new. Their children, lesbians, homosexuals, nothing new. But open relationships, things like this is really not. Is going off is really not acceptable to the Lord. Having an open relationship on a deep level, unless she's a concubine, which most of these women are. First Thessalonians 4 and 3. For this is the will of the Most High, not the will of Smith. Will of the Most High, even your satisfaction, that you should abstain from fornication. Every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in satisfaction and honor. So you should know how to treat your vessel. You shouldn't be doing a threesome with a man and his wife, even if they're heathens or not. You shouldn't be doing that. Okay, because that's fornication, and that's wickedness. But that's what these people are into. Matthew 5:28. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. And that's adultery, looking at another man's woman. If you're looking at her lustful, man, I want to take her down. I know I want to feel what he feels with her. I know I can probably make her feel better. And that's what this guy August Alsina, if he was an average Israelite, if he was just a regular old Israelite, that's what he would do, because most of the women who marry, most married women already have side husbands or side boyfriends, and the men are okay with it. You're looking at that woman is lustful, and that woman's being lustful, because the women right now, they have a sexual appetite that's very high. You can't satisfy their sexual appetite, so you can't keep them happy. They need more than one ding dong. They need more than one penises to satisfy them, even at one time. But this just gives you light, sheds light on how the women of this society works now, in the inner workings, because you really break down what was going on through the spiritual lens. You looked at it and what was going on in that interview. You can trace it back to the average woman you deal with in this society now. If you catch them in something, they're going to cover it up. They're going to deny. And even if you catch them red-handed, they're still going to deny. And they can never be satisfied. That's why you should only be dealing with them in recreationally. Hebrews 13:4. Marriage is an honorable thing in all, and in the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers the Most High will judge. So the Most High is going to judge these people because they're whoremongers and adulteries. Okay? They're all into all types of different sexual acts. They're not like the average family. It's not a Will and Jada love. It's a witch and warlock love. It's a demon devil love. They're not into what the average person is into. They're into all types of different sexual out things. Will lets men pop him. Jada lets women lick her, allegedly. Okay. And August Alsina as well. So it gets deep. You just gotta be pretty much. You have to be hip. You have to know your knowledge. Use your educational tools. 1 Corinthians 7:2. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. So, you get into a entanglement with a man that's not your husband. Even if y'all go on a break, you're still going off. You're still transgressing your man. But that's not how these average people in this world. They don't think that. They can't be disciplined with their genitals. They can't be disciplined with their mind. They can't be faithful, honesty, loyal, integrity. They don't have those type of traits. They just have their God as their belly. They just want what they want. They want they just want to do wickedness on purpose for fun. The Lord wants us edifying and give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yoshai, Hashem, Wakakadash, the bonds of the apostles and elders, that great millstone rule well. Peace, blessings to the elect. Shalom.